So this is such a wonderful product, and I absolutely love it. I never thought that, Carolyn, I would really get a kick out of a virtual card. I didn't realize how useful they can actually be. And now that I'm working with someone else, I've got it on my wrist at all times. I'd like to introduce everyone to Carolyn Williams, great friend of mine. We've known each other now for about 3 years. Can you believe that? It's been about 3 years. So, and she is one of our community Pay It Forward giving partners. They're also auctioning off 6 months service of a 4MyCard on our auction, and I want to thank you very much for that. But Carolyn, tell us a little bit about 4MyCard.
Well, let's go ahead and make it a year. So let's get 12 months out of that.
There we go. You heard it here.
And that it's a digital business card that is constantly current. It is only $69.99. So we still have a printing company. So we purposely keep the price less than a box of business cards so it can be accessible to all, whether it's a large organization, corporation with, that the lockers full of money, or versus someone starting out, with a dream and a truck and a good work ethic kind of thing. So you keep the price less than a box of business cards. And it's the only one that stays brand compliant. So it looks like the actual business card, which is really important for people. If you don't stay brand compliant, someone can take your logo, your colors, So that would be a drag. Yeah, there's yours. And that's what it looks like on a like a bigger screen versus a phone, because most people are using them on a mobile device.
Yeah, but it's great because all you have to do is take and open up your own 4MyCard, and you can share this with the QR code with somebody. They can scan it, and the first thing it asks you, would you like to add them to your contacts? Very convenient. Right. Very convenient. So they can just put it right there. But this is better than just, okay, well, I got his phone number and maybe his email address. This allows you to put your website, schedule a chat. I love that. You can go and watch our Footprints Forward, Podcasting for All coming together. I need to update that one, don't I? Our thank you to our veterans. And if you buy a digital business card through this right here, 80% of whatever they give us goes to the mission of your choice. You can also find all the program information, mission partner information. But the point is, and we've got a video down here of a PowerPoint and everything. So, I mean, all of our digital media. But the point is that mine looks like this. Yours doesn't, though, does it?
No. So if you could imagine everyone having your business card, or as they have them, they save. When you add to contacts, the link to the 4MyCard is saved into the contacts as well. So then you can always pull out somebody's business card. It looks very professional. It keeps it on a professional level. I've heard some feedback that people don't like when they feel like they're being shoved into like a CRM or a pipeline, when they're like, here, and they're sent a web page and fill this out, rather than that. We wanted to keep it as professional. People are used to accepting a business card. It's a very easy thing to do. May I give you my card? Sure. And the only one time in almost 10 years did somebody say, don't text it, email it. But they still accepted my card. And then on the platform, there's other added value. You make groups. There is a downloadable email signature block on 4MyCard. So we're constantly trying to think, how can we add value and not raise the price? And those are some of the ideas. And we learn a lot from people as they're using it. That initially didn't do all of these things. Initially just touched a call, touched an email, and looked like the business card. It was a teenager that said, can I have a QR code? I'm like, well, of course you can. Somebody else, I want it to go directly into contacts. Okay, let's figure that out. So we'll go back to right now they're in the process of creating a new, we call it 3.0, 4MyCard 3.0 platform. To make it the user experience even easier. But we're here, we answer our phones. This is a family business. We are the people. So if you go to the website, you call that phone number, it's going to make one of our phones ring.
Yeah, and one of the better things with 4MyCard as opposed to like Linktree is very bland. You got links. It's a link tree. That's what it is. 4MyCard, you get to customize it as you want it seen. one of the things that I've been doing on mine is I kind of customized them to where it looks a little bit like my business card. But what my business card does not do that my virtual business card does is I can touch this phone number all I want and it doesn't make a phone call. Which is a good thing because this would be hard for me to talk on. But, I can touch the email. It doesn't take me to the email. For my card, however, it does. One of the funny things, and I think you'll get a kick out of this, on my business card is my digital business card. So you can learn more about me by my 4MyCard. So, everything that you need to know. And I connected my 4MyCard to my business card, because their business cards are useful when you're in person sometimes. But,
sure.
There are some people who still like them. I love getting business cards, but I'd really rather connect with people, in which we've got a couple people. Rob Hallman is going to be here a little bit later. We're going to be displaying his 4MyCard. You're going to see a lot more of these coming through with a lot of the people that we work with. But Carolyn, tell me the story behind 4MyCard. I like this story.
Okay. And thank you for mentioning putting it on print collateral, because we are still printers. It's not like we are anti. And so the QR code is a downloadable art file. It can go any which way. I was an incoming president for a networking group, probably 11 or so years ago. And I wanted to be a really good president. I was on my way to go to a craft store to buy a little hole punch and keychain. So I would get everybody's business card and be able to hand them to visitors and guests, make sure they got out the door, and the people that were in part of this chapter could, grow their business. That's the whole point of these networking groups. My husband's like, could you just wait? Just give me a day or two. I was like, okay. About 2 hours later, look at your phone, and there was a hyperlink. And when I touched it, the front and back of my business card were sitting on my phone. I was like, what? And I could touch it and it would make a phone call, and touch it and it would email. And I was like, because what do you think of that? I was like, that's pretty cool. And then he showed me another link where he had created that for everyone in our chapter, and we were all on one page. So we could just text that page to all our visitors and guests. And on top of that, then that phone number was given to the membership committee, who could then follow up. Our chapter grew to be the #1 chapter in the #1 region. And a lot had to do with that. We were able to communicate and do proper follow-up. And then it started to eclipse people asking me more about digital business cards than printing. And it's about 2 years in of providing that as a service from our print company, which is Artistic Images. Get you a little plug there. It's that we just made it its own company to keep it a little neater, cleaner, streamlined. Does one thing at one price. We thought it was important not to confuse people. I like things to be rather simple, and it's not like if you get this and this for this price, you get everything for the one price, and it's fun. So let's be like McDonald's. Let's serve 1 billion people and also get the affiliate link for you, and do all the good work that you do through. Well, I'm thinking of some of the stories I've heard you tell over the years, and they just get you right in your feelings. So.
Yeah, it just, I think one, what you just discussed is people spend all these monies on expensive CRMs and all this other stuff, and with what you guys are doing, that can be eliminated. Maybe not eliminated, but really easily controlled, because you don't have to go and put all this stuff in. You get people within your circle that have my business 4MyCard, and all you got to do is take and put it in your communications, and that's it. So I mean, it's such a simplistic idea that is such a great idea. So
it was the printed card, right? It was
yeah, and I mean, and the one thing about printed cards, how many times have you got home and all of a sudden you're like going, oh no, that card was in my wallet.
Or how about your pocket? Now it's in the dryer.
Yep. Card was in the pocket. Now it's in the dryer. Yep. Wife yelling at, what did you leave in your pockets now? Not that I've ever heard that before. It's like, every back in the days when I was a smoker, I every time you would start the dryer, you'd hear something tumbling around in there. It was my lighter. Every time I washed more lighters than I think I've bought. So, but what are some of the things that people can attach to this, or what are some of the things that people are attaching to these that you are seeing an increase in their business that's helping them increase their business?
Anything that you can see on a 4MyCard can be turned on or off. So there's you can create contact form and fill in. You make the information in the contact form mandatory or not mandatory. Have as much or as little content as you prefer, and then it goes in email. So realtors and so forth, they're using that to understand where their potential client is in the buying cycle. Like, are they 6 months out? Are they moving at the summer when the kids are out of school? That sort of, so they can customize those questions there. Or they might already have one like that. They can connect that from their website to the 4MyCard. There was this kind of makes me laugh because I've known this person since I was maybe 6 years old. So it's no secret what I do, and he knew it all its time, right? Since we started 4MyCard. But last year, he got a 4MyCard on a Friday afternoon, and he does mortgages. Saturday afternoon, he went by an open house because he knew the realtor that was there. He attached his mortgage application to his 4MyCard and called us that Saturday afternoon, to say, I got 4 applications. I was popping into an open house, passed out my 4MyCard to a few people. They filled out the mortgage application right there from his phone or their phone. So those, I love when people let us know these stories, and that's kind of cool how we get on board with people to make it more simplified. And we can imagine if you had someone that popped on a screen like this and said that was really there, not AI, just really interacting with you to walk you through any of the new things. Anytime you opened a new account anywhere, I'm trying to get my driver's license renewed, and they told me I've got to download this app and then do this information. I'm stuck. I've hit a wall. I can't get past this. They keep telling me I need another authentication. I would love for someone to pop up and say, hey, let me help you with that. But then we build, this huge network of people that we are able to refer business. Some people do some really unique things, right? It's the only one I know that does, particular things. And then I can make referrals. And then because we got to know each other like this, hasn't the world opened up? I mean, 2020, people are like, the world shut down. But doggone it, I feel like it opened up. I have friends all over the planet now that I otherwise wouldn't have known.
While I would never want to go back to 2020 with all the horrors that we lived in 2020, there were some great things that happened because of COVID. I got to meet people like you who I probably would have never met. Networking really opened up. And it really made a huge difference in business and just friendships, even. I enjoy having conversations with you. You and I have had conversations outside of work, and that's something that I really, really like.
That's right.
You do offer a 4MyCard networking program.
Yes, we host networking twice a month, and it's the second and fourth Monday. So the second Monday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and on the fourth at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, to accommodate those friends and relationships that have been built at different time zones, and then bringing people together that way. And we also have hosted some in person. Got one Friday, and it's that just kind of just sort of happened. We've got this. It's not easy for me to say. Is it fourth Friday of every month? So it's yes. It's been really wonderful, and having people that have had similar experiences or able to help, whether it's in business or your personal life, that you can really connect with. They don't necessarily have to be in the same state. They can be in another country.
Yep. And that was one of the questions I was going to ask. This can work for people outside of the United States, yes?
Absolutely. That was kind of exciting, seeing it take off in different pockets in different areas in the UK and Finland. And the one that really surprised me, though, was Japan. I never thought, because they have a whole custom, many customs in their culture, but one of them is passing a business card. And I thought, well, they're not going to go for this at all. So that was kind of fun. There's a meeting in Japan, and once a month they speak English. So they welcome English speakers to there, which is amazing. You know, the old joke, if you're bilingual, you speak 2 languages. If you're trilingual, you speak 3. If you speak 1 language, you're American.
Yeah. Hey, I like that. And if you speak none, you're a podcast host. So, that's that kind of works for me. I think the work that you do is so fantastic. What are some of the things that you have noticed in which you've got, what are some of the things that you've experienced, you've had to deal with people with PTSD in your recent past? What are some of the things that you could tell people about some of the experiences that you've had?
Yeah, some of the people that I've gone away and come back and completely rocked, they didn't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And once I could get a friend of mine to go, I said, just please come with me to the American Legion. Talk to some of these older gentlemen that they have experience and somehow they've gotten past some things to manage. We don't get over these things. We get on with these things. They become part of who you are, but how you can manage it. And it's living's hard. This is not for rookies. It's not for the faint of heart. But yeah, definitely get people around you. Say it to somebody, because I think and I've not been in a war-torn zone type thing.
No.
But I've gotten into these mental states where I can't tell anybody. But once I did tell somebody, you know what? Yeah, hey, how are you? And I go, been kind of a struggle lately. And usually it's fine. Everybody's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. But sometimes, having that vulnerability and being real human, that can be the first step. We're in it together. Don't feel alone.
Carolyn, one of the things that you and I did discuss is that as somebody who is trying to be a caregiver and trying to take care of a loved one or a friend who's dealing with PTSD, you yourself need someone to, talk to, scream at, whatever it is. We have to be really, really careful for ourselves. The old saying, put the mask on yourself before you put it on the next person. That's really very, very important that we talk about are the caregivers, because a caregiver can get burnout real quick.
Yeah.
Talk to an EMT, talk to a doctor, find out how easily they get burned out because they're dealing with other people's problems every minute of every day. And so what are some of the things that you do for yourself that take away a little, not saying all of it, but gives yourself a little bit of, hey, I love you? What are some of the things that you do?
And I remember years ago, my friend, when he moved from here, and I'm in South Georgia, so he moved from South Georgia to LA, and he met someone that told him she was a breathing coach, and he kind of thought that was funny and put it out there on Facebook. And another friend said, well, did you tell her that you write about fake football? Because he wrote about fantasy football for the NFL. So, everybody got a chuckle over it, because you showed up on the planet, you've been breathing, but it really does help.
Mm-hmm.
Taking those deep breaths and holding it in for a little bit, letting it out slowly. Meditation. I'm still I can't tell you I've mastered it by any stretch, but I still give it a go. And I was raised with faith, and that's so important and has helped me through so many things. Not just having my own belief, but being in a community with other people of faith. So the great church community, and it feels too weird for you, a little bit at a time, kind of thing. And look at it as a history, the stories in history, and check out the this person, what they did on the planet while they were here, and some people have taken that approach, because they're staunch non-believers, but then by the time they got finished studying it to try to prove their point, they tend to
the most important thing about that is that, never discount somebody else's healing path. I don't care if you're an atheist. I don't care if you are a non-believer. Don't sit there and bash on somebody else because they find comfort in this. That's so, it's such a terrible, terrible thing to do. And it's doing more damage than it's ever doing any good. If you tell somebody, well, you believe in a guy who can walk on water, so what?
Mm-hmm.
If that's keeping somebody in a positive headspace, let them heal in this manner. It's healing is like opinions. Every single one of us has a different way to do it. Every single one of us has a different opinion, and we just need to allow people to heal and be very, very acceptable, accept how they choose to heal.
Exactly.
And we tell people all the time, Carolyn, where you may use religion, I may choose to use THC.
Or go to the gym or to knitting.
Go to the gym, sit there and listen to a book, whatever it is. That doesn't make either one of us right or wrong. It just doesn't. It makes us what we are, and that's people. And it gives us the power to understand our own mind and heal our own way. And so I greatly appreciate you bringing up the skeptic, the skeptic part of that, because it's very important that I don't care what religion it is. Religion is a very, very, very powerful emotion and thought in someone's head, no matter what religion it is. A lot of like you said, you were raised into belief, and it's a huge part of people's lives. And we cannot take and smash on somebody because, well, I don't believe this.
Correct. You're not going to see me going around telling people
big deal.
To do it my way.
Yeah, big deal. I don't believe a lot of things that would upset people, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong for them. So
I'm really grateful to you for doing this each year and bringing the awareness of the suffering of people, that particularly our veterans. We lost one in our community recently, and it was, it was suicide, and it rocks the whole community. And you think, what could I have done? And so those of us that are out here on this side of it saying, what could have been done differently, and how could we help? So please tell somebody something, try to get through it.
One of the things that we're doing today is we're asking you to share our efforts. Make sure that you tag 4 friends and 1 nonprofit. Okay. Tag 4 of your friends and 1 nonprofit, and you will be entered every time you do it, once an hour. Every time you do it, you'll be entered in to win that trip to Cancun, thanks to our great friends of sharing the credit. But share this information, because that one person that was lost in Carolyn's community could have been helped by somebody that's going to be on this program today. We're not guaranteeing anything, but our true hope is that we can touch the life of one person, of that person who needs help. Hearing Carolyn's story, hearing what she's doing, 4MyCard could actually make somebody's life so much easier that it gives them a little bit of hope. It sounds weird, but it's true. You don't know what's going to set somebody off. So make sure you share our message with your friends today. And who knows, maybe you'll get rewarded by going to Cancun. That doesn't sound bad, does it?
Would not hurt anybody's feelings that I know.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny because I recorded this video where, and we were going to go out and record the video anyway, but it just so happened I woke up to 7 inches of snow. So I'm out there shoveling snow, and we decided to record the video there. It was like, yeah, Cancun definitely sounds a heck of a lot nicer than this does right now. So, but
Yes.
Carolyn, I want to thank you so much for being part of the family. I want to thank you so much for the 1 year donation of a For My Card. And please make sure the QR code right above Carolyn's head, there's a link into the silent auction. So go into there, bid on that. You can bid on the Yeti, you can bid on the tool backpack. There's so much more that I got to get those added today. But there's so much more on there, and every time, every winning bid is going to go to support the 9 different veteran help support systems that we're working with today. So, but thank you so very much, Carolyn, for all of your support and for everything that you do for me personally and for Community Pay It Forward. I can't thank you enough. You're a great person, and I would invite everybody to please make sure to reach out to Carolyn, use her 4MyCard, reach out to her and talk to her and get to know her. You're gonna, yeah, and you can do that by her card. It's that simple. So,
like, treat me like it's the 1900s, and you can call me.
Yeah. So that's one of the other great things about this is no matter how you want to get a hold of somebody, it's right there in your card. So if you prefer to text, you can text her from her 4MyCard, phone call, email, smoke signals. Well, probably not smoke signals, but
carrier pigeon.
Yeah, carrier pigeon. That would be an interesting one. I don't know. Phones cost so much. I'm not sure I'd want to do that, but we'll see. We'll see. So got to keep working on it, right? So
that's right.
But
well, thank you. Thanks for all your good work. Thanks to all the veterans. Thank you to all the people that love the veterans. My kids were little. We used to, when they say their prayers at night, we're saying, God bless all the smart people. We're so grateful they take good care of us. So, yay.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, and please, add our veterans into your prayers tonight and everything, and let's hope that we reach that one person who needs our message, because we don't want to hear more stories like the loss of your fellow. I'm trying to think of the word and I'm losing it, but
it's like you've been doing a 24-hour podcast or something.
Yeah. It's something like that. So somebody was real bright, but we'll see how real bright he is at 2:00 in the morning. So, you may actually be very bright by that time, but thank you so very much. And once again, you can reach out to Carolyn at her 4MyCard. Go to 4mycard.net and you can find out more information. Download my 4MyCard or reach Carolyn on communitypayitforward.us. Just type in her name, her profile comes up, and you can reach out to her there. Thank you very much, my dear. We'll see you soon. Hopefully at the networking event today.
Yes, today. Yes. 2:45 my time.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. That's good. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Dad.